Hello, everyone. This is Joseph Lucier for our weekly live streaming. I wanted to introduce myself, doing a Tongren therapy for about 25 years, and it is an international healing modality. People can treat people from a distance. I treat people all over the world on a regular basis. I also teach this modality so that other people can do it. It's very simple and easy, and that's my goal, is to, as I say with my motto, healing without borders. And today is a group healing session where people can put in the chat or put on the Facebook page or different things to make sure that they can actually get their own treatment from their own home, from anywhere in the world, through the blessings of the internet. So let me do one more thing. I'm going to go live on Instagram. And as a quick reminder, as people have been asking, I want to make sure my hands are up high so people can see the tapping. So our very first request, we have requests each week for people. We've got a lot of requests. Our first request is Dolly, and our next request will be Catherine and Esther. So we use these tools to focus our mind. It's not about these tools, because everything in the world, including the reality of our existence, is our mind and our relationship to the universe and reality in and of itself. So blood flow to the brain. So from Dolly, left foot, left leg has numbness. So that's the bioelectricity, what we call, for the nervous system inputs. And hello, Marie. Good to see you as always. And arthritis, weight, and memory. So we work on a 3-part process because it's an easy way to teach it and to remember it for people like myself that have sometimes a memory issue, just being in stress in this world. And by the way, hello, Emma. And what looks like homeopathy.lm. I won't divulge your name unless you ask me to. So command points of the brain and command points of the brain stem. And the reason we do that is it's like a quick tune-up and a wake-up call for the whole body. So let's do arthritis first. So that's any itis, as we say. But how's everybody doing? Check in and say hello. You doing better, worse, or the same? And for those new people here, we are here every week, Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And for continued good health, let's work on the brain stem and the brain command points. Anti-inflammation, which is always important for good health. T1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. So doing better. Yes. But didn't you meet someone, have a special session or something? Did that help? Anyway, whatever works, you're doing better. That's a good thing. T1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8 for arthritis. C6, C7, T1 for osteoporosis. So that's about calcium balancing. Calcium into the bones and out of the bones. So we work for Pat's shoulders and everyone's shoulders. The brachial plexus of the arms for the shoulders down to the hands. And next we work on left foot, left leg. So we work on the bundle of nerves, not from the shoulders, but this time from the waist. And then the bioelectricity going to the left leg. And to give everybody a quick view, we do have the laser on today. I'll show you right here. Sometimes I use a poster, different things. So we've got the laser on CV17 for everyone. I wish it showed up red, but that's good. CV17. Good to see you, Mel. So brachial plexus for the left leg, left arm. We got the shoulders, we got the arthritis, osteoporosis. But again, the pain which is persisting above the elbow. Another idea is magnesium oil for the arm and the elbow, especially in the joint. So anti-inflammation. So we have cortisone, which is for inflammation. In my opinion, the best thing you can do for your elbow and all these different things is to clean out stuff, and that would be yarrow paste or yarrow balm, yarrow herb, which is known for cleansing and revitalizing because it removes old stagnant tissues and it will help to rebuild the tissues faster. Another option is actually excellent is wheatgrass balm because that helps to regenerate the nerves. So that's a good combo. The yarrow for the tissues and old cells, number one. Number two, the wheatgrass balm, wheatgrass spray in there to help revitalize the brain nerve injury connection to get that going. Those two things together would have, I think, a dramatic improvement since you've been stuck on that for a while. And then grounding. And then, so that's part one, the blood in the brain. Part two, to the spine. And part three, liver three, and kidney one. And I hope you're out there, Catherine, because I've been doing a lot of checking on stuff for the eyes. And there's a remedy that I found that involves reactivating stem cells in the eyes. And it also helps people to have perfect vision. It corrects a lot of the eye issues. It involves some specific items like zeaxanthins and stuff like that. So Mel, which rib is it? Is it the second rib from the top? Sorry to hear about your injury. So next, let's work with Catherine and Mel. So Catherine for the upper area and Mel for the lower areas. And continue good health, GB13 for Marie. Blood flow to the brain, brain command points. And let me not let this scroll. Tap for Renee for pancreatic cancer. I'm just looking through Instagram at the moment. Never thought I'd do so much of this technology. I've always loved technology. And now I live surfing on technology. Blood flow to the brain, brain command points, brain stem command points, eye ouch points for Catherine McGlynn, left eye especially. So I want to make sure you can see my hands. People want to see my hands, which is important, which is what I did when I learned these things. So do people prefer one screen or two screens? Hard to say, right? But I want people to, in their conscious, subconscious mind, to understand that we're adding energy to CV17 for breathing and different things and oxygen. And it's also the heart chakra. And so we want to activate that. And you can actually see it in the image on the other screen. So C3 for the eyes, pituitary for the cataracts, C1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8 for the inflammation and the macular degeneration, and GV17 for the circulation. And yes, welcome, Mel. T1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, anti-inflammation. T7 for the lower extremity. So let's work T1 to T12 for all the ribs. And stage 4, bowel cancer. So blood flow, nerve flow. Remember those two things. Blood flow, lumbosacral plexus for nerve flow to the bowel. T11, T12, L4, L5 for the bowel. So how's everybody doing out there? You doing okay? So L1 to L5, S1 to S5, and especially S1. We will add in some of our friends. One is Jay, one is Charlotte, one is Liam, one is Henry, and one is Wolf. And I hope you can get on this week. And grounding, bladder 54 because it's good. Liver 3 and kidney 1. So part 3. So I've been looking at this eye product, which works with stem cells. Catherine, I think it's called Envision, but astaxanthin and other very specific things for the eyes. It looks really promising. I haven't finalized my opinion of it yet, but I will. Vagus nerve down the torso, and for the eyes, of course, the kidneys, the liver. T9 right side. So CV4 also for the colon, stage 4 cancer for Mel. Yep, that guy in the other frame is not very talkative, eh? So the cortisone shot will make it feel better, but I think that two-part process, one for the tissue cleansing and regeneration with the yarrow balm, number 2, the wheatgrass balm for the nerve regeneration, massage into the elbow. I think that two-part process will be actually extremely effective for you. Because I'd like to solve that. It's been a while. But we're going to work right on that. The right arm above the elbow. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. So you guys out there? Are we running silent here, as they say? So who saw the interview with the wheatgrass, Dr. Wheatgrass? So that's what I'd like to know. I don't know if you saw his amazing cases. There's one case where there was a child born with the intestines outside of the stomach, of the kind of outside of the body, and then the baby had been in the hospital for a year and a half, and they couldn't help solve the problem. They used wheatgrass balm, and probably balm and spray, same concentration, and the child went home within 2 weeks. It had all healed. That was with Dr. Wheatgrass, and that's in the internet. We have 5 cases each time. He'll be back in either December or January, and we'll do it again. All these amazing cases. He's just an amazing person. So let me do a quick check at the end of the chat in case I need to do any administrative stuff. Happy one. How do I get the wheatgrass? Okay. So the wheatgrass is from grassfactor.com. Grassfactor.com. That's the American distribution website. Grass, as in wheatgrass, grassfactor.com. So next we have, let's do a couple more for the eyes for Catherine. So next we have Gleeful Stranger, breast cancer, lungs and breathing, low blood platelets, and Hashimoto's. So is there a cause for the breathing and lung issues? If you could let me know, that would be great. But we'll work on all of that. And the CV17 and the laser, for anybody with any lung issues or breathing, I would take a deep breath, breathe in, and put your mind where you see the laser there right at this moment. Blood flow to the brain, brain command points. And again, welcome, Mel. Good to see you. So we have 2 people with Hashimoto's. So what I always recommend for people with Hashimoto's is to rule out Epstein-Barr virus, because sometimes Hashimoto's is a misdiagnosed Epstein-Barr virus. In addition to that, check your water, because the fluoride interrupts the receptors in the thyroid, parathyroid, and take up space so that iodine cannot be delivered to the thyroid, and then you have a thyroid issue. So either low thyroid, high thyroid, or Hashimoto's, which is the place where the actual thyroid and parathyroid start to degrade a little bit. They call it an autoimmune condition, which is unlikely that the body would attack itself, but that's what they call it. So blood flow, nerve flow. So the vertebral artery to the spinal artery. Vertebral artery to the spinal artery. C1 to C7. C6, C7, T1. T1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, anti-inflammation, but let's take time at T4 for the breasts. So we do a blood flow, nerve flow as well. So the T4 for the breast, sky window for the mammary arteries. So it's blood flow, nerve flow. Blood flow, nerve flow, T1 for the breast cancer. T3, T4 if it's lungs and breast. So those blockages, there's a set of them, or it's one big blockage. T3, T4. So always consult your doctor if I recommend anything that may be complementary or contraindicated, possibly. Very unlikely. Everything I do makes people stronger. It doesn't interfere with anything. But there's a great product called the Relaxator. You should check out consciousbreathing.com. It is from the technologies of Dr. Buteyko in Europe, and now the United States, and also Ireland with Patrick McCune. It is resistance breathing. It works well for COPD, asthma, cancer. So low blood platelets. So where do the blood platelets come from? They come from the bones. So craniosacral therapy is good because it supports the bones. Check your chiropractor if you have a tailbone out of alignment, or if you're taking chemo and stuff, let me know that too. C6, C7, Hashimoto's for both people, grateful stranger. Oh, you got it in there twice. Same person? Okay, good. Low blood iron. So in all your greens and your salads with foods with lots of iron, add in lemon. It will make more iron available. So the bones, T1. Also for perfect blood. And let's work with pancreatic cancer next as well. So bones, T1. Spleen, recycling of blood. Special bone point for blood, GB30. 39, just above the ankles. Want to make sure you can see everything. Probably need a higher chair. So breathing, T6, diaphragm, resistance breathing, look it up, Dr. Buteyko. Look up consciousbreathing.com, look up buteyko.clinic.com. You can take a multiple day training with brilliant people from Ireland and Hong Kong. So Marnie, you are here somewhere. So, pancreatic cancer, T7, T8, T9, we want to cover the whole area, but especially T8 for the pancreas. Let's make sure we get that. So blood flow, T7, pancreas, T8. Blood flow, nerve flow. So Hashimoto's. Blood flow, superior, inferior thyroid artery, C6, C7. Superior, inferior thyroid arteries are in the sky window. And then C6, C7, then grounding. And then for the CV17, pancreas, CV12. The laser's there, and we will test there. CV12 for the pancreas. CV17 for the breast and the lungs, and the breathing. CV4 for the energy, digestion, absorption, and elimination, for the low iron. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. So how's everybody doing so far? You guys still out there? Next, we're going to work for cancer of the prostate, lymph, and bone. Perfect blood. Great. Somebody's here. Gleeful traveler. All right. We're going to include Charlotte, 14-year-old leukemia. We're also going to tap for a relaxed mind for blue sky and lower back and healthy bowel. We'll work on that again. GB13 for a relaxed mind. In tongue, third eye for a relaxed mind. So you guys can let me know you like 2 screens or 1 screen, whatever works better. But this way you're kind of getting a multitask situation as well. So right now the laser's on CV12, which is good for the pancreas. And there's Christos. Yes, I got all your information out to you right away. I know how important it was. If you have any more questions, feel free. Let me help in any way I can. Good to see you. I know it's late there. Thank you for joining. Thank you very much. So relaxed mind, the third eye connecting to your true self. Take a deep breath and bring your energy to your feet. That's another way to do it. Confidence, GB13, right side. Hormone balancing for confidence as well. Vertebral artery to the spinal artery. Again, T1 to T12 for the ribs, for Mel. Good to see you, Christos. T1, 2, 3. 3 for the lungs. Health for your dad. I'm all for helping your dad. And we will work on the prostate for someone's dad as well today, right now. But T1 for the bones for Charlotte. GB13 right side for Liam. Our special friends. 14-year-old girl in the hospital. She may have gone home today or yesterday. T1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, but T3 for the lungs. T3 for the eyes, for the mom. Ouch point for the eyes. So let's see if we can charge everybody's battery. We're going to put the laser down a little bit. On CV4, the lower dantian. So everybody's getting a charge. Lower dantian area. So blood flow and lower back. Okay, healing for lower back. T7 right side and lumbosacral plexus. But let's go again for Renee for pancreatic cancer. T8 right side. Pancreas also for insulin resistance, and Isaac. So if you reduce, Isaac, your food fat to 10% of your overall diet, eliminate animal fat, you will reverse insulin resistance. It works. That's how it's just the way it is. I've seen it. Similar to diabetes. So also for the eye health, T9 right side for the liver. So for prostate, lymph, and bones, so the bones, T1, T3 for the lymph, and we'll give everybody a lymph tune-up shortly. So for the lower back, lumbar 1 to 5. Healthy bowel, T11, T12, L4, L5. And coccygeal 1 to 4. what we will call CX1 to 4. L1, 2, 3 for prostate. So 3 things: bones, T1, lymph, T3, and prostate, L3. And next we'll be working with Happy Mama. Welcome. So, some techniques for metastases prevention. 1 is micronutrients from Dr. Rath. Number 2, infrared biomats or infrared saunas, creating microcirculation and eliminating, working aggressively for microcirculation and detoxing and oxygenating of the tissues. The 4th phase of water, as it's called as well. And of course, juicing, plant-based nutrition, all those things. And if people want to get more information in detail, I set up 15-minute consults free because people have a lot of questions and I don't want to make it complicated or difficult. You can just request that. I should put a link in there on a regular basis. So how about everyone else? Better, worse, no change? Like to know if you're doing great or at least stable. So again, T1 for the bones. T7, blood flow and nerve flow, brachial plexus for the lower body and the legs. And good to see you, Les. Let's work on those legs. T7 right side, and I got answers to your questions coming up. And the ouch point of the legs, especially the big muscles, bladder 54, the calf muscles. So additionally for the bones for everyone and cancer for everyone, we're going to do the craniosacral therapy technique, GB789. Craniosacral therapy nourishes the spine. Vertebral artery to the spinal artery. But the sphenoid bone to the coccygeal bones of the tailbone. The tailbones, let's call them the tailbones. Nourish the spine for everyone. And in the middle of the night, the craniosacral fluid wakes up and washes your spinal nerves. Life is good. And grounding, vagus nerve, phrenic nerve, CV17. Grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. And we will also tap for kidney yang deficiency. So next we have homeopathy.lm and Happy Mama. Blood flow to the brain. Brain command points. Brain stem command points. Blood flow. Spinal artery, spinal nerves. Perfect blood, C6, C7, T1. Kidney yang deficiency, from a Tongren perspective, would be opening a blockage for the kidney meridians. So a deficiency means a lack. So let's work on the digestive fire. T11, T12, L4, L5, and L2 for the kidneys. Spleen 6. Also for kidney yang deficiency. Perfect blood, T1. The bones, T1 and GB39. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. And especially for kidney yang deficiency, CV4. Stress and anxiety for all. Thank you for caring about all. So that would be GB13, Dolly, right side, and the Intang third eye in the sacred valley, right in that ridge area. Excuse me. And additionally, we have Esther. Excuse me. That's recorded for infamy. Vertebral artery to the spinal artery. T1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, anti-inflammation. And we'll also work on the bladder areas. This is a great product called, I think it's UQORA. It's good for the overall bladder health. It looks really good. I'm actually using it with my favorite 95-year-old patient, my mom. vertebral artery to the spinal artery. So we have auditory and visual hallucinations. So let's work on the Broca and Wernicke areas for the speech and auditory centers. Visual hallucinations, let's work on the visual cortex. GB19. GV17 for instability and dizziness. Hallucinations, GB13 right side, left side, and the in-tongue area. Vertebral artery to the spinal artery. And we'll do a lymph tune-up for everyone right now. But for Esther, we don't want to skip lumbar 1 to 5, adrenals, and sacrum 1 to 5 for the entire bladder area. From the kidney to the bladder. So we also have abdominal hernia, ED, eyes, and floaters. So let's work right on the eyes. So I'm putting it out there for everyone with eyes and cataracts. Look up stem cell regeneration, zebrafish. It's not used from zebrafish, but it's just a mechanism that they learned from the zebrafish in Southeast Asia. Astaxanthin, vertebral artery. Let's do this as a group to get this stuff solved for the eyes. Eliminate eyeglasses. Abdominal hernia. Like we promised. Lymph tune-up for the Christos protocol. Art 1 for the armpits. For the inguinal area, which will also cover for the abdominal hernia, spleen 12 and 13. So, armpits, groin, and lymphatic duct, blood to the subclavian artery to be cleaned up by the liver and the kidneys. So the lymph collects garbage, puts it in the blood. The blood goes through the biggest filter of the body, the liver, and then it takes out the toxins through urination or defecation. So the eyes, the floaters, C3. Vertebral artery to the spinal artery. EDP T8 for the pancreas. T1, 2, 3, 4, 7 for inflammation. And again, ED is insulin resistance. What causes that resistance? Excess fat in the diet. Simple as that. So you need more hydration, exercise, reducing your fat intake to 10 to 20% max. Ideally, removing all animal fats because that's the main cause. and grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. Okay, Paula, you're next. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anybody on Instagram, Instagramlandia, or Facebook Berg, the land of Facebook, the land of Instagram. And next we have Paula. For sure, we'll work with Paula. We'll work with Paula. Happy Thursday, Joe and group. And Joe will be having a birthday. He'll be 135 years old. And that's just a way to see if people are listening. So blood flow to the brain. Chopping is good, very mindful exercise. Command points of the brain. So the wheatgrass would be great for you. It is from grassfactor.com. The yarrow balm, I think, is healing spirit herbs of northern New York. And hello, Eric. Nice to see you. So for cooking, we want to work on the brachial plexus nerves for the shoulders, shoulder release point, GB20, brachial plexus, and then down to the fingers. Yarrow is an herb. Yarrow is so effective. It used to be carried by soldiers because if they had a wound, they would use the yarrow and put it in there. It would seal it or heal it or help people to reconnect their fingers, believe it or not. All kinds of good stuff with yarrow. T123478. In fact, we're here now for overreactive immune system. Lethal civilian. So T123478, we're right there. So it says you're reacting to plant spores. That means your immune system is actually lower. So you need to get a stronger immune system. You need to remove toxic chemicals, which can reduce your immune system and increase your tolerance. So people that have, for example, myself, I was actually intolerant for mushrooms, according to the testing. And then after years of improving my immune system, I no longer have an allergy for mushrooms and other things such as halibut, but being a vegan, not a big deal. But plant spores, those are live organisms. So you need to get your exercise up, hydration up, fermented foods, rebounding, light therapy, all those different things are good options. T123478. And Gleeful Citizen wins the listening award. Citizen or civilian? Civilian. Okay, great. But it is my birthday coming up. Day of celebration, the opportunity to be here with all of you guys. T1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. So where is 70% of the immune system? It's in the gut. T11, T12, L4, L5, fermented foods. So the question is, what is yarrow good for? Injury. Yarrow's best strength, for example, if somebody has something that needs to heal and it hasn't healed, yarrow cleans up the old dead cells that are stuck there, removes them, and allows new clean cells and brand new cells to come in and start to rebuild and regenerate. Sometimes that's what holds people back from healing long term. So it's actually been used with soldiers to heal fingers, put fingers back together, and different things like that. So yarrow is amazing. T1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8 for overactive immune system. T11, T12 for the immune system of the gut. As opposed to wheatgrass balm, which is nerve regenerative, fixes it in, if anybody saw the first Dr. Wheatgrass interview, it cured blisters, leprosy blisters, yes. Especially good with strokes if caught early, sometimes even if caught late. Okay, so we're right on time. Vertebral artery, well, let's work on the blood flow to the brain. Soaking in the chi, which is great. Vertebral artery to the spinal artery, and TB13 for relaxation for everyone. So when is your birthday? Same as last year. October, coming up on Sunday. So one of my greatest gifts is to be in our community, to work with all of you. This is no longer work. I am retired from work, and now I do what I love, which is all of the great things that I've been blessed to have the opportunity to do with international workshops, nutrition. So let's give everybody a boost, a tune-up. GB20. Shoulder release. Release those shoulders. Anti-inflammation, T1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. Microbiome boost, T11, T12, L4, L5. And grounding to liver 3. But adrenal health, detox, and broken right foot for Kimbies. So T1 for the adrenals. Detox, the best way, the most real way to do that is through clay cleansing, foot soaks, clay baths, clay drinks. So for the broken right foot, T7 right side for the blood flow, brachial plexus for the nerve flow, GB 29, GB 30, sciatic nerve, and then down the right foot, the ouch point, liver 3, and merci pour vous. Je suis heureuse à faire votre connaissance. So, Catherine, we need to work on researching these stem cell regeneration remedies for the eyes and solve these problems for you. Hope you can all see. So we'll do a charge and we can look at the other screen, but I'm going to remove that for a moment. So we'll just focus. CV4. All right, Catherine, that's our job. We're going to focus on that. We will solve that problem. Charge the battery and chill out the chaos. Take a deep breath and relax. Thank you very much. I just got shot out of Instagram. My phone died. But anyway, you'll still get the chi. Hopefully I can catch that recording. Have a great day. Be kind to one another. Look up yarrow, different herbal remedies. These are natural, synergistic, divinely given, earth-based clays, herbs, foods. But like I say, be kind to one another. Be well. And I look forward to seeing all of you next week. And if you have any questions or want to set up a 15-minute talk, one-on-one, always here for you. Thanks very much and have a great day. And you're welcome to everyone.